most of my content back to spiritual related stuff. But now, look like we have a whole bunch of pastors and ministers in the manosphere. We got one pastor talking about tithes. One pastor, a little bit too late, has been cuddling women for years, making millions off them. Now talking about society wants women to be men, and they're not celebrating us men. No wonder we shy away from y'all. I say we, y'all, because I'm married. But I'm a new YouTuber, so I'm trying to find that balance. So, I want to go back on where I left off before I switch back to ministry, talking about step parenting. And in most cases, it's a bad deal. For most cases, there's exceptions like mine. I never thought I was like, hey, I'm gonna get a woman with kids. No, that was not my agenda, because I was a step kid, and I know I treated my dad, my stepdad. He's my dad, but I treated him horribly. And for all cases first, he was my dad. Later, when we found that family balance, if he would have wanted to adopt me, I would have said yeah, because he put in his time, he put in most of the work. I say it's a bad deal because step parents. I'm in my car, so I apologize for the lighting and everything. Step parents, stepmoms and stepdads, they don't get any glory. We get I'm not a stepdad no more. Haha. If they get credit, it's superficial. If, like my dad would always say, my stepdad, he would always say he didn't need the validation, but yeah, he did. I said it. I didn't need no validation. I raised my girl. Seeing her grow up, be a contributing member of society is enough for me until I actually got adopted. Until I actually adopted her. Now there's a difference between changing your name and fully adopting, but either goes to the same purpose. You're adding to your family. It's crazy. A stepdad can go 20 years with a woman raising a kid, put all his resources into that kid or those kids. The marriage ends, whoop, nothing. History, he's a blip on the timeline. History won't even remember him. So I listen. I'm your if you don't know who I am, I'm your purple pill minister, soldier, family man, counselor. I got a lot of hats, but that's why in the red pill community, my content is mostly for guys, so we can have a place to go where I'm not alone for thinking like this. The women, my 4 or 5 women on the channel, this is how guys thinks. No guy is the same, but we're generally on the same sheet of music. When I apologize for saying a lot, because I could have it scripted, but I just think it's more from the heart. Like I said, in my case, I didn't want to go and get a woman with kids, because those kids, in the eyes of a single man, is a liability. For the reasons that I said earlier. Some women, don't let it be 4 or 5 years and you ask to adopt a child or change the name. Oh no, that's going to affect my child support. But you wanted a high income earner and you don't want to put skin in the game. Mm-mm. Red flags, fellas. If you that, side note, I know we have Father's Day, but there needs to be a Stepdad Day. Stepdad, step-parents Day, because we got some wonderful stepmoms out there who don't mind playing in the background. Sometimes they're better mothers than the biological mother. But I digress. We need a step-parent day. And I had a wonderful point, and I forgot where I was going. I heard a guy say that's why God chooses people like that to be his spokesman, because we can easily change on a dime. But I know we need a step parents day, because we go to a whole different set of challenges than a regular parent. I said it earlier. The other person's, the parent, the biological parent, all they have to do is say, "I'm out." Nothing. Oh, and with these modern laws, now they can still be put on child support. Isn't that crazy? Not even on a birth certificate, they can be put on child support. So can boyfriends. So yeah, some of y'all out there date long term and don't want to marry a woman, be careful. But and the red pill manosphere community, they're like, that's a simp move, and the only way to correct that simp move is to adopt a child. But I wouldn't recommend that if you're not married. Fellas, if you're single and you got a piece of gold, a feminine woman, a spiritual woman, and someone that can respect you, someone that when you come home, you don't have to combat other male energy. I'm a nerd. I'm an IT nerd. I saw a DC movie called Vixen. And if you don't know who she is, she can take animal spirits and get their power, for lack of better words. And she went to the zoo trying to figure out her animal powers, and she saw a nice friendly gorilla, and she tapped an amulet, and another gorilla power, her gorilla power manifested, and instantly the nice gorilla went. He went into combat mode. That's what a lot of us black guys get when we come home. When we get these women with masculine energy trying to combat, instead of trying to go with the flow, whether it's right or wrong, they want to combat, want to micromanage. It's task. It's a task. That's why I said, if you're gonna marry a woman with kids, make sure you hear from God. If you don't know God, you better get on your knees, ask him who he is. I ain't talking about Buddha Muhammad. You need God, because he'll show you how to be a better parent, spouse, continually. We just gotta have your ears open to them. But warning signs. I keep trying to talk to some single fellas. My kids, if you're ever interested in a woman with a kid, make sure you hear from God, and then get away from all that Philly stuff. Make sure you see every side of that woman before you even think about putting a ring on it. And you're not gonna hear this much on YouTube, unless you've talking to somebody that's a step parent who knows. If that woman would not allow you to discipline those kids, I'm a minister, I'm gonna say it in context. Get the hell out of there. Get the hell out of that situation. No, get in that situation. It's like asking yourself to drink a little poison and hoping to survive. Those kids, especially if like the older kids, if you plan on having kids with that woman, those kids will set the foundation for the rest of your children. So in most cases, you have to be harder on the stepchildren, so that your kids can still come in line to your character. Like I was listening. My kid's good. My wonderful daughter, Cadence. I love you. But I heard my son. I told him to do something. He didn't hear me. And he was like, "Father." Like, "Yes, father." I'm like, when does he call me that? It's like, Cadence does that. And he was doing it. So, oh man, I can go on for this subject forever. Ladies, y'all are doing yourselves a disfavor thinking, okay, I don't want him to think that my kids are going to be a liability. I'm going to wait till they after the house to start dating. No. Black doesn't crack, but eggs do. Y'all need to get out there, because those kids in psychology, as twisted as they've become lately, background in psychology too, they know the family dynamic is the most important to children. And you're robbing them. As awesome as your kid is with just you are robbing them of experience to see male and female together working out issues, two imperfect people coming together perfectly. And I'm hoping my audio is awesome. I got this mic right here. Oh my god, this be horrible. I can't say all this stuff again. I'm watching my views and stuff like that. So if I get a little traction back with this video, I'll keep making on like women, how to make yourself more attractive to pick up guys. But y'all don't believe me. So some women want you to come into this. Not my wife. She knew the deal. Some women want you to come in, but want your paycheck, want you to provide your resources, your connection, your network, and don't want you to have no say so about the kids. Stay away from them. One, they don't know how marriage works. Marriage is two imperfect people becoming perfect together. That's why I'm not a fan of separate money. I know some. Don't be a fool though. If he or she's horrible with money, don't be a fool. But I'm not a fan of it. Y'all come together, and if you're a man, lay the law down. And a woman wants, I believe. No, I can't say that. These days, they got some women who still want to be in charge, but the natural order of things is to be one head and one subordinate. A two-headed animal in nature is a freak of nature, and they don't survive long. So, I say, don't forget to like and subscribe for your boy, Big Will LA. I'm still gonna keep it spiritual. I am your purple pill minister, Yo Soy Aki. And click on the subscribe button, click on the bell, click all. And if you like this line of content, I'll be back in the hot box making more videos. But for the algorithm, I know I definitely have to make something, and this was on my heart. So see y'all later. Peace.